Tune in and watch Lori and Amelia as they talk health and wellness, keep you in the know, highlight do-gooders in promo, and spill the tea in Never Have I Ever. And now it's time for the rundown.
Hello! Hi. Welcome to episode 105 of The Rundown. I'm Amelia Madl with Promo Corner, and this cute, spunky little saucy girl in the other window is Lori Bolton with the Magnet Group. Hey, girl!
Hey, girl! I can at least breathe this episode, and I know where I'm at. I've got a clear head. We're good.
Good. Hopefully your camera does not want to make you go sideways. My neck won't even crack that far.
I fixed my Mac. So I'm like, I know.
Did you fix it or did Mark fix it?
Did it.
Good job. Good job. I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of myself too. I'm like, I'm doing it this time, but I did ask Mark why it turns me sideways, and it's because there's an update that needs to happen. That Apple's like so far ahead, and so anyhow, that's
well, that's annoying on Apple that they give you a flaw in order to force you to update the system.
I know, just turn me sideways.
It's trickery, total trickery.
Yeah.
All right. Well, our sponsor also does some type of voodoo magic, if you know. Totally Bamboo. And it's not that they do the voodoo, it's that bamboo is like magic, the way that it replicates and reproduces and regenerates. It's amazing. I think that's magical when you know that something will grow so fast. I think everything. Can we make everything in the world out of bamboo?
Right? I think it's like 2 to 3 feet a day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's like insane, right?
Yeah. I need to start buying like all bamboo furniture. All right, well, let's do the official read instead of just making stuff up. You're probably speaking factoids and I'm just speaking mumbo jumbo. So Totally Bamboo invented the first bamboo cutting board, and they continue to be innovative still. Bamboo has the highest tensile strength, stronger than steel, yet it's light enough for anyone to easily carry. And bamboo is not only a better material option, but it's also better for the planet too. So despite its tough exterior, it's a grass, which we've talked about before, which is amazing. And the harvested root remains and quickly regenerates, as you mentioned, 2 to 3 feet in a day, which is bonkos. And it's truly remarkable and a renewable source. These innovations and more have led Totally Bamboo's current lineup of masterful crafted cutting boards, beautifully designed bowls, clever utensils, and smart storage solutions. So go check them out. Learn more about TotallyBambooPromo.com and tell David and Dylan hello if you see him at any shows, and tell them you heard about them from Lori and Amelia.
Yay.
Yay. We love our bamboo.
Yes, we do. I'll see David next week. So super excited about that.
Yay. Where are you off to?
Palm Springs.
Oh, just a little Palm Springs. Okay.
I know. Last year, everybody was holding their events in Miami for whatever reason. Palm Springs is like 3 events this year.
Wow.
Like, I know. Crazy.
Well, that's good. That's close for you.
Yeah, I'll drive it. Easy peasy.
Perfect. So what else have you been up to, Lori?
So I was in South Carolina last week at one of our factories where we do our towels and our Castelli journals. And actually I was with June and Stacy, and I got to see exactly how our Wiro journals are made. And let me tell you, it's phenomenal. Like what goes into making a Wiro journal. This is the one with, it's got the wire. It's amazing. So I was at the factory causing havoc.
Uh-oh. Are they going to let you back, or they're like, get back to the west side and come back to the East Coast?
They might. It's funny because I don't have a badge yet. I need to get a badge so I can get access into buildings. So I locked myself out. I went outside to take a quick walk, and I locked myself out. It was after hours. So I went over to the dock doors and I'm yelling, but anyhow, it's a Lori story. Something always interesting happens.
I feel like that's a Never Have I Ever coming up.
Yes. Yes. But it was so good to spend time with the people at the factory, just amazing humans. And South Carolina, I have to tell you, is still a mess from the hurricanes, like still trees, big trees, and they're, they've taped them off so which ones need to be just, taken away, but roofs are still damaged. Like it's crazy how much damage there still is, and cleanup.
Whew, okay, fun stuff. If you remember last time we talked, I was getting ready to go to the American Heart Association ball.
Yes.
And I don't remember if I threw up pictures because it was after the fact. So I wanted to show you a picture because I don't think you saw it.
Oh my goodness, you look amazing.
Thank you. My the girl opposite of me is my really good friend Carrie, and then that's her sister in the middle. So we had a really good time getting all fancy. And the event was at the Lowe Hotel, which is where you were at last summer that I came and stayed with you and we recorded the rundown. So it was in the same hotel.
So you stayed there?
Yes. So I had stayed there before. So yeah, that night I got us a room, and the event was, you go up the escalator and there's the big area, and they had all of that set aside. So we did that, and then we came back and just went to our rooms and went to bed and got up in the morning and came home.
So fun, Amelia. You all look so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Oh, we don't get that often to dress up like that.
No. And my girlfriend gave me literally 7 days advance notice. And so I ended up borrowing a dress because I did not have time to order one. Nothing was going to come in time. And I had tried to go to some stores local around here, and nobody had anything worth a crap. So luckily, one of my sister-in-laws is a police officer, and she goes to like the policeman's ball and stuff. So she had a couple of dresses, and so I went through them and I found one that worked for me, and I was like, perfect. I just bought some shoes at TJ Maxx and I was good to go.
You look gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
And my next picture I have to show for you. So last week you also talked about self-love.
I did.
And some of the features. And do you remember what I told you my self-love is, what I do when I want to do something for myself? Not what most people take on, but
no, I was so sick last time. Like I could barely.
I on a kite on NyQuil. So DIY is kind of my jam.
Yes, of course.
Like take some control or feel like things are going crazy, which I think segues into our current living with Lori. But so mine is DIY projects. So from the time we talked last time till just a few days ago, I redid my old dining room. So I'm going to show you a picture.
Oh my God.
You can tell I'm in the middle of the process here. I got like panels up all over because I was putting together furniture. So it was the blue, white ceiling, white accent wall over here, old chandelier. It used to be a dining room, but I had sold the table several weeks before, so I didn't even have a picture. And now the room looks like this.
Oh my gosh. You can have your own show.
I repainted everything, and I left the white accent wall, but I just painted it so it still has the wood trim, but it's behind here. Painted the ceiling, which I had never painted the ceiling before. Put a new chandelier in, brought up this cow rug I had in my basement. It's an actual real longhorn hide. I bought it in Colorado, and there's a special part. If you flip it over, you can see where the cow was branded. So you can see like it's an official rug. And then I ordered everything else on Wayfair, and I put it all together by myself.
It looks so good, Amelia. Does your hubby love it?
I think he could give two shits, to be honest with you.
It looks so good. And it's a lot of work.
Yes. And I painted all the floor trim. It was all white, so I painted it all the same color. I left the door jambs because it's hard to transition. And then the windows, you get into a whole mess when you start painting windows with their wood, and they're the ones, the double pane that like pop in and out, so it's just really difficult to paint. But
it looks incredible.
Thank you. So that's what I did. It took me like 3 or 4 days start stop because I had to put multiple layers on, and then I had to change out the lighting and put together furniture. My next project is this room, but I have other stuff going on, so I need to be able to concentrate for like 3 or 4 days. So I'm giving myself a minute.
Absolutely incredible. So good. And I love Wayfair. I just got my dresser from Wayfair. I love and bedding, and Wayfair's good. if people don't know about
There was a
Madl.
President's Day sale, so I got a really good deal on my furniture, which made me like move it because I'd been like shopping and stalking all the furniture websites for a while. But
I love it. So good.
so that, see, you gave it, you said what people can do. I took it. It wasn't eating weird food. It was doing physical tasks. So you ready to talk about what your new Living with Lori is for this month?
Sure, we can talk about it. I was going to really quickly talk about the Oscars too, because we watched the Oscars.
Okay.
But just within our space, their bags that everybody gets, $217,000 per swag bag.
Mm-hmm.
That's just insane. Insane.
Yep.
Little bit
And
of
I bet
everything.
most of them don't keep them. They probably like give them to their assistants or family members that aren't in
Right.
Hollywood. But
Isn't that crazy?
yeah,
I mean, you've got like very wealthy people that are getting
a bunch of stuff that they don't need that they could buy.
Right.
Yeah.
I just thought that was crazy. I saw that number and I'm like, I had to double check it and say, is that really right? It was.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So
Maybe they
yes,
could have saved all that money and paid for people to rebuild some of their homes.
wouldn't that have been amazing?
Think how many, I don't know how many bags they gave out, but multiply that times 100. I mean, I know it costs, those homes are expensive, but if everybody in a neighborhood all got $100,000, that would start the process at least.
Yeah. Or to replace clothing or just basics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Crazy. So yes, I am ready for Living with Lori.
Hey, let's see what it is.
So quick calming habits for the high anxiety days. And we'll talk about high anxiety days after this, but you can swap out your coffee for matcha, get outside for a 15-minute walk. That's me all day long. And I usually do multiple walks a day. Organize, clean, or vacuum a small area. Cook yourself a nutrient-dense meal. Take a warm or cold shower. I'm also going to throw bath in there. So it could be also a bath. Phone a friend who gets it. Book your favorite workout class, Pilates class. Make a healthy homemade hot cocoa. Diffuse a calming scent like lavender. I'm also going to throw in there a candle. Make a short to-do list to check off. Read a book for pleasure. So again, quick calming habits for high anxiety days. I can tell you, Amelia, when I am home, I have candles lit throughout the house. That to me is very calming, very relaxing. And what does a high anxiety day look like?
Oh, having all of my family home during the day while I'm working and everybody like coming at me. Not coworkers, it's my family. They're like, hey mom. Or my husband will just come into my office and be like, so I'm like, spit it out and move. Let's go. Wrap it up.
You've got 30 seconds.
Yeah. Right now we have so much stuff, at least in my head, going on. And he's trying to plan a trip that's not going to happen till December. And I'm like, I just can't right now. Like spring break is coming up. We're doing a little family, just a little quick getaway. We have graduation is coming up in May. So I'm trying to plan the graduation party and get all that done. The invites.
May. It's here.
There's just a lot of stuff going on personally, a lot of moving pieces. My stepdad's health is failing. I'm going up there Sunday to go see him. Like we're going to Africa in June. Like there's so many things going on that is a lot of planning behind the scenes that I don't think he thinks about. And he's like, can we do? I'm like, no, we can't. Like it affects both kids' finals week, like things. No, sorry, go by yourself, I guess, because
right.
I do the kids' schedule, and I'm just telling you, it's not possible. Move on. Quit stressing me out. Yeah.
So one, I think you need a lock on your door. Then like pick a couple of things out of there. Like the candles really relax me. And then I always have like a chill music playing in the background too. I don't think music was on there, but that's a good one.
That is a good
one.
It's finally, well, I should say that. So this week we had 40-mile-per-hour winds and then blizzard-like conditions. So there's still a little bit of snow on the ground. It's just melting. So it's just gross here. I got to get to spring so that it dries up and I can go walking. Not having sidewalks in your neighborhood makes it really hard to walk because you got to wear mud boots to walk out in my yard because it's all sloshy. So as soon as it's nice, I will go outside and take walks. Even if it's just like around the field, the perimeter, I'll go outside.
Good.
There, but I'm ready. It's been a long winter. I need the fresh air. I need some outside time. I need to like get going again.
So good. And when you mentioned May, like that's going to be here. The kids graduate in what, 10 weeks?
May graduation is May 17th for us.
So you're like
a little over 2 months. I don't have all the addresses. We haven't designed the invite yet. We have to order the senior pictures for giveaway, start ordering the decorations, call a caterer. Like there's so many moving pieces. And then it's scholarship season. So I'm trying to like not make her hate me, but I'm trying to stay on top of her. Like, here's all these scholarships. Here are the links. Here are the deadlines.
Right.
Like, and some of them are our industry ones. And I'm like, not saying you're guaranteed, but you have a much higher percentage of getting one of these than you would like a random one. So let's think about it. Let's get going. So
crazy girl. I can't believe you're going to have a graduate off to college. That's just insane to me.
I know. Must have had her when I was 12.
I was going to say 10.
Oh, God.
I know. Can you imagine?
That hurts me. All right. Those are all good things. And I'm gonna start using some of those, even if it's just keeping a candle in my office.
It's so
going
nice.
outside for walks is way better than I have a treadmill, but then it's in the basement and you're in a dark room and it's not the same for your mental health. And then my phone will ring and I could run upstairs and go check my email. I need to like put it on airplane mode and just listen to some music and go outside.
Exactly. I agree with you.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do. If I don't answer work emails, people.
Lori
said so. Dr. Lori recommended it, and so it is.
I love it. It's Lori's fault.
All right, Lori, you said you know some stuff, so I'm going to let you go first.
Okay.
Check off my list.
Your list. So Charles River Apparel just had 3 new hires. Brett Long, he's going to be the national account manager, which we weren't sure where he was going to go when we filmed last.
He literally dropped it right after we recorded, like an hour after we finished recording. I'm like, damn it, Brett, come on, get with our schedule.
And then Jamie Benson, she's biz dev for New England, business development for New England. And then Tracy Royster is outside sales territory manager for North Carolina and South Carolina. So 3 new hires for Charles River Apparel. Nice. And then California Tattoos, Jason Kern has stepped up as president of sales and marketing. And Jill Sternkorb, I hope I got that right. Jill Sternkorb, she's VP of sales. So they are obviously still around and moving forward. And then number 16, supplier in our industry, Gold Star, expands to Australia and New Zealand. That's obviously near and dear to my heart. If you need me to do a factory check, let me know.
I know. I've offered so many times to like carry their luggage on those European.
Come on.
I'm like, I'll be your bag, girl.
Isn't that crazy? So it's through the acquisition of Australian supplier Global Catalog is how they are expanding over to Australia and New Zealand. So congratulations to everybody. Super cool.
Awesome. Okay, well, I have a few more. So one that's near and dear to my heart, Crystal D welcomes Ray Rodriguez as the VP of sales. I don't know if you remember Ray, but he was at TechWell for a while, and then he has his own consulting business that he's still doing on the side. But yes, I love Ray. Sweetest man ever. So he is at Crystal D. And then Carrie Cowden, if you know her, she's been at Women's Leadership. She used to be on PPAI's board. But she was a self-distributor, and now she joined Whitestone, which is a big deal.
Huge deal. Congratulations, Carrie. She's actually out here in Arizona.
Oh, I did not know that. We should have. Is she close to you, or is she like on the other side of the state?
She's closer to Mark.
Oh, well, yeah, we were like in her backyard when I was.
I know, and I don't know why I didn't.
Hard to think of. And then Paul Loggy, do you know him? He worked at
Yes.
Gale forever, and then he went to, was it Kuzi Group? Is that
I
where
think
he
it
went?
was Kuzi.
So he's retiring after 40 years in promo. He is getting to retire. Let me know what that feels like once you actually stop doing side jobs. And then a little self-brag, Promo Corner was put on the online 18 list. So we made that for social media, content, branding. So very proud that our team was added to the online 18 list this year. And then just some upcoming events. So if you want to learn more about any of these, you can go to PPAI and they have the industry calendar, or you can go to the regional associations. But there's a ton of spring shows coming up. I know my regional association is having theirs next week. So when this drops, it'll be too late. But in WPMA, which is up in Washington, they usually go between Portland and Bellevue, I believe, is where they rotate their shows. Camp has a show, PPACW, which is Chicago, Wisconsin. They have a show in Chicago every year. SPPA has one the week of March 17th. And then I think we need to crush this one. The CASA show is celebrating its 35th anniversary the week of March 24th. And do you know where CASA is?
CASA is in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Yeah, I think I should go down there and just watch the show and make sure that we're good. And then NetBet is hosting their spring event on April 1st. So lots to do.
Wow. So
wherever
much.
you are, you can find a show. So go check out your regional associations.
For sure. I love it. I love regionals, as you know. So good.
Yeah. Do you have any do-gooders, Lori? Have you read about anything?
I haven't. I didn't see any do-gooders. You probably have some.
Of course I do. So this one I love, and PPAI has been doing this for a few years, and I find it really, truly amazing. One day I'm going to make them go in, make them. They probably won't, but I would love it if they did a video to educate us a little bit more on how they do this. But PPAI announced that last January at the Vegas show, the event officially accomplished the feat, improving upon its sustainability efforts over the previous year. And they were 91% of potential waste generated from PPAI Expo was diverted from landfills and recycled. Wow. 91% of the trash was recycled. That's amazing.
That's incredible.
Yes. And they were at 88% the year prior. So a 3% increase is huge.
It's phenomenal.
So, yeah. I love that. I know there's so many little things that you don't think about. Like when they have a coffee station, they do real cups and they give out the water bottles, but they actually have a team at Mandalay Bay that sorts through the trash and sorts through it to recycle it. And I don't know if you read a bunch of articles afterwards, but did you know there were several people that created their booths from cardboard? So when they were done with it, they could tear it down and recycle it. I thought that was ingenious. Plus it's lightweight. The drayage is way, way low compared to big bulky booths, and so smart.
Wasn't one Rupt?
Yeah. Theirs was, I think Raining Rose was.
Yes.
The Chest usually always is because they do packaging and boxing. They've been doing the box background for a while. There might have been a few others, but kudos to everybody thinking outside of the box.
Yes, so good.
All right. I did not have anything super interesting in what to watch. Do you have something? I found a show that I had binge watched over the weekend, but
no, but I have to tell you, I started watching Apple Cider Vinegar.
It's good, right?
Yeah, it's good. It's disturbing. Just coming from the health and wellness space and the manipulation. I haven't gotten through it yet, but I'm well into it. But
I thought you would like that one.
Yeah, and it's just crazy. It goes back to, I've talked about it before with supplements. They're not FDA mandated. Like you could go make something and put it on the shelf. And it's disturbing, but that's good. I've been watching that. And then of course the Oscars, those were on, and I'm trying to find the film that won Film of the Year. I'm trying to find it on platforms and I don't think it's available. I can't find it.
Which one was it?
You keep going on what you're watching. Let me find it for you.
Okay, well, the Bubblegum for the Mind. It was a cute show that I watched on Netflix. It's called Running Point, and it has Kate Hudson is the star of it.
Cute.
It also has Justin Theroux, Jennifer Aniston's ex-husband, is in it. He's not in all the episodes, but he's a main person in it. And basically, the story is their family owns a basketball team in LA called the Waves. And the oldest brother, who's played by Justin Theroux, has a drug and alcohol problem, and he gets thrown in rehab. So he has 3 younger siblings, and he names his little sister as the president, even though she's never been able to have a voice. She's always been like thrown in the background or given like jobs that weren't really important because they didn't want her being involved because you're like, because you're a girl, you can't do all this stuff. Well, he makes her the president. And she obviously exceeds everybody's expectations and like turns the team around and does stuff. So it was a really, really cute show, really funny, not super small child friendly just because of some of the subject matter, but it was good. And I love Kate Hudson. She's so funny. She's
so cute.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
Also, her fiance in the show, damn it, I should have looked up his name, but is it Max Greenfield, who's in The Neighborhood? He was also in The Girl Next Door. Sorry, I should have looked up his name.
No, it's okay.
He does really good in it too.
So Best Picture for the Oscars, it's Anora.
Oh, I was flipping through and you still have to pay for it, but I think on Prime or Netflix, you can order it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prime or Netflix. Okay, good to know.
What I usually do is I just Google the name and then streaming, and then it'll tell you all of the streaming services it's available on. But when they're new, you have to pay for them. Like if you do it on Apple, you can buy it sometimes, and then you can watch it again and again. Some of them you can just rent for that one time. So I have not seen any of the movies that were nominated or won. Other than Wicked. I did watch Wicked with my daughter.
Yes. I saw that one too.
Yeah.
But I want to watch that one because just with all they won so many awards, I want to see what all the talk's about.
Yeah. I want to watch Substance with Demi Moore.
Yes.
I just saw on Facebook some guy was talking trash on it, and I was like, maybe he's not the demographic. I don't know. I want to watch it. I feel like it's probably not a show that a man would get because it's about aging and what women will do for it and the expectation of not aging as a woman, like trying to always look young. But I will have to watch it and see if he was right or not.
Yeah.
Lori, do you have a Never Have I Ever? I didn't send you a new list this time.
No, but I can come up with something.
Sure. What do you have?
Do you have anything for me?
Well, I did write down one just because I had done this the other day, but never have I ever gotten a spray tan. You're a California girl. Have you ever gotten a spray tan? Like you always are around the sun. Do you ever need one?
No. I have never gotten a spray tan, even though I've considered it like going on a trip, but it's temporary, right? And then for me, I worry about it getting on my clothes.
So you do it and then you have to wait like 8 to 10 hours before you shower. So it really is like putting on a thick lotion. It absorbs into your dead skin cells. So as your skin is sloughing off and you're exfoliating, the tan fades with it. So it's really good for whitey whitersons like me if it's the middle of winter and you look like a ghost and you're going to the beach because you don't want to blind everybody with your white skin. So you just get a spray tan. So you look like you're tan. And then you get the real tan underneath of it and use your lotion and everything.
So I have not done a spray tan, but they have them now where they'll come to your home and do a spray tan.
So fun fact, before I started working at Distributor Central, this is a long time ago, I had a mobile spray tan business that I did. So I had all the equipment and I would go to people's houses and spray tan them. Or my friends would come here and I had a room set up and I would just pop up everything and they'd come over after work and I'd spray them and send them on their way.
Wow. Did you keep all that stuff, all the equipment?
I do have my little pop-up tent that you would stand in to try and control the overspray, and I have the machine. I just don't have the solution because it expires after so long and I quit doing it. So I could probably order a new solution and do it again, but
that's incredible, Amelia. That's a fun little factoid.
Do what?
You said that's a fun factoid. Do you could you spray tan yourself or is it hard to do?
No, I mean, think about like even trying to put lotion on every part of your body. You have like you could do your arms and your legs, but you can't do your back or the top part of your thigh.
I love that, Amelia.
When you spray tan people, you see a lot of body parts. So that was also super funny because I live in a small town. So I have, when I go someplace and I know a lot of people, I have probably seen them in their skivvies or less.
That is hilarious. I forget about that because you're not necessarily wearing a bathing suit because you could spray tan everything and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
that is hilarious.
Yep, I had a little studio space set up in a business that we owned. The top part was empty, so I set it up as a studio, and I would set appointments and go do stuff there too. So I tanned friends, I tanned really old ladies, really young ladies that were dancers, guys if they were going on a trip with their wives or girlfriends and needed to be tanned. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that is
a doctor at this point. Let's just say that.
Oh my goodness, it's hilarious. So good.
Oh, so there's a little fun factoid that most people didn't know about me. See?
No, I love it.
If you stay tuned to the end of this series, see what you learned about me.
We might need to get that tan machine, spray tan machine up and running.
Dig it out. Yeah, we'll see. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us this episode. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thanks again to David and the folks over at Totally Bamboo for sponsoring. Be sure to share your do-gooders and industry news. And tune in again when we drop our next episode on March 28th. What? No, I don't. I'm not ready.
I'm telling you, this year is flying by, like flying.
I don't want this year. This is the year I don't want to fly by. I don't want my daughter to leave.
I know, Amelia. I'm sorry.
I know. I negotiated rules of keeping her room, how often she has to come back home to visit me if she wants to maintain her bedroom at our house.
Oh, poor Adam.
All right. See you next time. Bye.